Hey guys, and welcome to Tech Tuesday's 10 Tips. In this video of Tech Tuesday's 10 Tips, we are going to cover some of the basics of online security, highlighting ways to keep yourself and your computer safe while you browse the internet. If you have any questions or would like any more information about internet safety, feel free to find us on Facebook. The link will be in the description below. And feel free to let us know what you would like to hear us talk about, or anything you'd like to learn more about. So, with that being said, let's just kick this off with our first tip. So this first tip that we've got for you here is to do with your passwords. Now, I know that it can be very tempting to use the name of a loved one or of a pet, but this can make accessing your information very, very easy. We do not recommend doing that. What we would suggest, though, is to keep a journal or a diary in a safe, secure location with your passwords and such written in them. Now, it's not a good idea to share your password with someone that you wouldn't trust with that kind of information. So obviously, don't go sharing it on Facebook, in messages to people that, again, you don't know or trust. And don't be giving it out in emails either. Some people will try absolutely anything to get access to your personal information, and we will cover that a bit later on. So always be sure to pick a password that you remember, and if all else fails, keep them hidden in your journal or diary. So public computers, they can be great. They're really good for accessing the internet, social media if you don't have a computer or tablet device of your own, but logging back out of them is very important. Although most computers will clear the login history, it can still be found and used. So whenever you do log into a computer, say at your library or community house, it's always a safe option to make sure that you've logged back out. Although shutting them down does clear the history, somebody who does know what they're doing may be able to access, previous information. But if you ensure that you log out once you've finished whatever it is that you're doing, you'll keep yourself nice and safe. So always remember to log out once you're done with a public computer. So the internet is full of amazing and wonderful articles, but sometimes they have links attached to them which don't lead you exactly where you'd like to be. In the image shown here, you can see that it's showing that it's from a nationwide internet banking site, but the highlighted link actually shows that it's from something completely different. In this case, something called Drink Respite. So obviously that's not an internet banking site. So these links can show up anywhere on the page, whether it be at the top, the side, or the bottom. Sometimes they'll even show up in the middle of the page, but most times they will try and lure you in by claiming that they're advertising something that you may have searched previously, whether it be the other day, last week. It will try and hook you in. Say, for example, you did a search, you wanted to find some cute kitten calendars, because who doesn't love a cute kitten calendar? The next few days, you might see some ads on the side of your articles saying that, they have very cheap kitten calendars for sale. I wouldn't recommend clicking on these. They can lead to some very questionable sites that could end up doing a little bit of damage to your computer. So we do suggest not clicking on these. Just always be aware of what you are clicking on. Pop-up ads. These are a little different from the links that we just spoke about. These kinds of ads can show up anywhere on the page. Most times they will pop up from the bottom of the screen, but sometimes they will show up on the right or in the middle of the screen while you're looking at it. Some of these are just asking for an email address to join up to a mailing list, but unless you really want to be getting emails about it all the time, you should just close it with the little X or the close button that shows up with them. We really do not recommend clicking on anything that says you have won something, because this is absolutely something that could cause damage to your computer, and it could potentially access any of your sensitive information. So always avoid clicking on pop-up ads unless you know that it's just for signing up to something. So spam emails, they can be a bit of a bother. Thankfully though, email providers have found a way to keep these pests out of your hair. Well, mostly. Your emails have a few folders that they are separated into, and one of these is called the spam folder. This folder holds all the emails that have come from an address that's either not known to you or one that has been marked as suspicious. These types of emails can be extremely dangerous to your computer, and a lot of them can actually cause viruses directly from the click links within them. Unfortunately though, some of the emails that we are waiting on can end up in here. Always check where the email has come from before opening it up though, as some places like to try and fool you with things like unpaid fines or issues with your bank. So always check the hyperlink and make sure that it does actually go to a secure site. Don't open any emails that you're not sure where they've come from. So your browser security is fairly up to date, but it is forever updating behind the scenes. Your browser will try its hardest to look after you while you're browsing the internet. It will not stop you from clicking on things, but if you do click on something that can be hazardous to your computer, it will stop you with a warning page. It is best to heed these warnings and go back to the page that you came from. These warnings are very important for your online safety and should always be taken seriously. So always remember, pay attention to your browser's warnings, and if it tells you to go back, it's best to go back. Social media. So social media is the hub of the online world. Social media can be anything from Facebook to Twitter to Tumblr, all the way to Snapchat. It's the place where anybody can interact and share all kinds of links with the whole world. Many people like to share the goings on of their lives, and they use social media to keep in touch with family and friends. But they can also use it to share news articles and links to other things that they have found interesting. But you should be very cautious of what you click on, because some of these links can ask to access your personal information. On Facebook, for example, there are, quote, games that ask for access to your friends list. This can be fun, but this can also send links to your friends that you do not intend to send. So always be careful of what you click on, and read the information on links before clicking any further. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is your doorway to the internet. Just like you wouldn't let a stranger through your front door, you should not let strangers use your Wi-Fi either. Although it can seem harmless, some very sensitive information can be accessed by someone who knows what they're doing. You should always have a password set on your Wi-Fi, and just like any other password, do not share this with people that you would not trust. This is so that only you and those that you trust can access the internet via your doorway. So always have a password on your Wi-Fi, and again, do not share it with people that you do not trust. Online shopping. So online shopping is definitely the way of the future. You can browse items and products from the comfort of your own home and have them delivered to you at the touch of a button. But you should always be aware of the sites that you are shopping from. For example, if you use the Woolworths delivery page, you will notice a padlock symbol in the address bar. This padlock shows that the page you are using is secure. If you don't see this padlock symbol on a page, then you shouldn't be putting any personal information on there. Always make sure that the page you're on is using that padlock symbol, as this tells you that it's a secure site that you're using. Viruses.
So this is a big one because viruses can be a big problem for your computer and, well, they can cause all sorts of issues. Your Windows 10 computer will come with a built-in Windows Defender program, and that can keep your computer safe, but only from the basic things, like if you're using your computer for Facebook or just browsing the web. If you do intend to use your computer for more personal reasons, for example, you're running a business or you just have a lot of sensitive information on there, you should definitely invest in an antivirus. There are plenty of different programs out there, and the one that you want to use could be very different from the one that your friend down the road uses. But these antivirus programs will keep your computer safe and a lot more secure, and they're also forever updating, so any changes that are made will also be updated. So computers with sensitive information should definitely always have some form of antivirus on them.
Thank you for tuning into this week's Tech Tuesday 10 Tips. If there's something on this list that you would like to know more about, or if you would like to make any suggestions about tips that you would love to see or hear about in the future, then let us know in the comments section below. You will also find links to our Facebook page and the website in the description below. Thank you again, and tune in next Tuesday for more top 10 tips. See you then. Bye.